That's R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. If you first pop off, then you most likely to win. See, I'm a Raider with an attitude. Living in sin, I got a sword and a grin. This shit's protecting my race. These bitch ass motherfuckers get the fuck out my face. I'm about to give them a taste. Torpedoes set to explode. And these fools ain't fucking man. That's why they call them cowboys. And what's this bucket in the stands? Donkeys making crowd noise. They could eat on this when they take that L poison. I'ma call it like I see it. Watch me do as I please. Raider Nation, California, like the smoke in them trees. And I'ma toast to my G's while I'm slapping these fleas. I don't fuck with cheese and charges while I'm crossing out seas. Raider Nation over everything, I make them believe. Before the game even starts, I'm already making them bleed. From the culture to the colors, homies, this is my life. I let the whole world know this Raider Nation for life. That's R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. 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 On Vegas Boulevard, we patrolling again. We got that dub last week, about to do it again. We in that city of sin, devil is looking to grin. You know that old saying, we just win, baby, win. Let out a win, there's a Raider. Ain't got time for all these haters. I do this for Illuminati.
I'm on it.
And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. It's Raider Wil, and I'm here with my Silver and Black Radio Podcast crew, my misfits over here. Hey, I got my boy Tony B from Spokane, PPH, let's go.
All day.
Hey, I got my boy All In from TBH Dallas.
What's good?
I got my girl Val from TBH Dallas. She's throwing the peace signs up, guys, because she's in the car driving right now. And, of course, the co-captain of this ship, I got my boy Matty B, the VP of TBH Western Colorado. What up, baby?
What up, fam?
Hey, guys. So, hey, right now we are still, as Raider Nation, just on hopes and prayers, waiting for Champ Kelly News to come in and say, hey, baby, I'm the GM, and then bam, hit him with that right hook with that AP story. But guys, let's just be honest. Right now, hey, we're still waiting on pins and needles. You know, a lot of information's coming out, and hey, let's just hit it hard. Right now, the GM situation, we still don't know. We know that Champ Kelly has been the last guy that got interviewed, okay? We also know that he has been in on the coaching interviews through the whole process now. So that's kind of interesting information that's coming out. Guys, let me get your your thoughts and everything on that. Yo, let's start with Tony B.
Man, I think it's got to be him. I mean, he did a very good job with the position that he got kind of, put on him, and I just don't see anybody being a different fit. Like, I mean, if he's in all the interviews, they got something. I mean, there's a reason why they want his input. His input wouldn't matter, like, if they didn't want him. I mean, he's got to be the guy because they want his input that bad. So.
No, I agree. I mean, like, when you got a guy there, he ain't there just to, like, hey, just to be like a fly on the wall, man. If he's doing your interviews, he's definitely like locked in. Hey, let me get your thoughts, Matty B.
Yeah, I mean, if this guy's sitting in all these meetings and being caught in the parade with all these other dudes that are, helping out, or Mark find all these find his next camp, or let me get my words here. His next GM, his next head coach. I mean, there's got to be something. I mean, who else have we brought in so far that we've talked about? A couple other players, or a couple other GMs, but nothing that's made any kind of news, besides just trying to hit the room roll. But I think it's got to be Champ, That's just in my opinion. They're just waiting on that timing.
I agree with you there, man. I mean, like, we're just waiting to hear that news. All in, thoughts?
Got to be Champ and AP, right? I mean, they're out at the MLK parade, repping Raider gear. You know, you could tell it almost seemed like AP almost slipped up, like, and then he, you know, I'll pinch myself when it becomes official. You know, it's just a matter of waiting, man. I don't know what they're waiting for because I saw that we don't have to wait till next week to sign AP. So I don't know what the holdup is, man. There's some new speculation today, or this evening. So who knows, man? Who knows what it is?
You know, Mark, man, he likes to do that, like that big splash, you know. So I think he's just kind of.
Hey, like Josh the Goat said, man, that'll be some bullshit if he fucking launches it at like 10 o'clock tonight, midnight our time.
You never know,
dude. I could see that happening. I could see that happen,
100%.
like waking up to something that was released at like 1 a.m.
Right. Well, when
some-
McDaniels got fired, man, I was like on the verge of falling asleep, and my phone started going nuts.
Oh, and then I couldn't sleep because I was so happy.
Right. We ain't been that happy in a minute.
Like waiting on Santa to show up, bro. Like,
Happy
can't go
dog,
to
you know, it was like Christmas.
It was Santa Claus, baby. Santa Claus was
Like,
always
man.
Woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, "Guess what?" And I'm like, "What?" And he told me, and I was like, "You woke me up early for this, but okay, yeah."
No, hey, that was worth that early morning wake up call, Val.
Right.
I'm telling you. Hey, I think we were coming back from Halloween when I heard the news, and it was like, yo, we had just got done wrapping up, and I'm like, hey, baby, it went from Halloween to Christmas Eve in about 20 minutes. So, hey, Val, what's your thoughts on the whole champ, situation or the GM situation right now?
Gotta be champ and AP. Like, I would be so dumbfounded, and I would be shocked if it wasn't. Just reading all the sources, and reading everything, and interviews, and like, they're not exactly choosing the right words if they're trying to keep it on the down low. But for sure, it's got to be, like, I don't see it being anybody else. I think it'll make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you guys, we all thought the nation was upset when he wouldn't fire Mark after Chicago.
You mean McDaniels?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Mark wouldn't fire him. And, man, if he doesn't hire AP, you might see this fan base turn.
Dude, I told Will right before the show started, I said if they hire, like, especially with Rabel, the revolt that you'll see inside the nation will be unfathomable.
The nation,
by the way,
the
hold
players,
on 1 second. I have to have a
everybody.
snack. I have to eat a snack.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we always got snacks in the show, baby.
Always got snacks. Snacks on deck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, since Tony took, I mean, let's cover it. The whole Vrabel thing, man. Graphic said it earlier tonight. Mitchell Renz re-reported it. Tom Brady's pushing for Vrabel to be the guy.
Hey, what if he's, I don't know, maybe it's Brady talking to Vrabel to come maybe help him out a little bit.
No, Vrabel's taking a head coaching gig somewhere.
Take his head coaching job?
Yeah, it ain't.
But does Brady really have that much pull inside the executive offices like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, Brady, you guys 5% don't shit, dude. Even 10% ain't shit, dude.
He don't own shit right now, and it ain't about being an owner. Right now, that deal never went through. It's not done because I'm
just saying he's asking for it if he.
Yeah. But I think Mark would listen to him regardless if he's an owner or not.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking.
Hold on. Let me hit you guys with this. All right. I know that everybody right now saying, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this." I agree with all of them saying, "Hey, he doesn't have to be an owner to have the owner's ear," right? Mark is a guy that looks for other people to really give him information.
And he loves fucking Brady.
He does. But I'll be like, who doesn't like a winner? Bro, I like winners. I don't go and say, hey, I'm going to go cheer for losers. Nobody
still
likes
about
losers.
the tuck rule.
Everybody is. But check this, all right?
I'm salty.
So let me give you this. I like the thought that Matt has, okay? First of all, I've heard rumors of Ed Dobbs, not becoming the GM, but being the guy that becomes like the
what Champ was.
Yeah. So I'll be like, you bring in Matt, okay? Then the lady from the Broncos, she's a young upcoming executive that they're bringing in. Maybe she comes in and fills in a different role that they need filled in a higher position. And then I'd be like, Leslie Frazier, in my opinion, yes, we brought him in to give him a head coaching interview. But at the same time, I think they were picking his mind to see what he can do defensively, okay? To see because you have to have that plan for PG. I love PG. But right now, I'm going to be absolutely honest, man. He's getting a lot of opportunities that he's earned and that he's deserved. Hey.
Yeah, but are they Rooney Rule opportunities?
Bro, he's legit. He's legit.
Hey, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, absolutely. And I can't sit there and talk for other franchises and say, yo, they're doing it because of this, okay? All I can say is, hey, man, we got good stock. If you look at it, when freaking Kelly went and interviewed, bro, he blew that interview out of the water. I'm pretty sure when AP's going to interview right now, there's a lot of people that are going like, yo, this guy galvanized that team. He's hot right now. What are the other people that he's going to bring in place? There's so many rumors. We already talked, hey, for head coach, right? You said, hey, if they bring in Vrabel, bro, that means Champ Kelly is probably not the most influential person in that room. And that to me is a serious problem.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
So the reason why I would think.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, the only reason I was getting to that point was like, you remember when Jack Del Rio got fired from Jacksonville, and then Denver brought him in, and then they were like on that streak, you know what I mean? Like they had that killer defense. And that's the only reason I was saying that about Vrabel was like, maybe they're talking to him about another role somewhere along those lines,
And it could be.
Maybe he's still getting head coaching opportunities. I don't think that's it, man.
Yeah. And I was just throwing that out there. Like, maybe that's what they're
doing. It's a good thought, and that would be dope because
if you're thinking like Champ Kelly, like if they're just, who else have they brought in early? Like I said, like they brought in a couple other players to solidify the Rooney Rule, right, for GM. But
they brought in for GM. No, the only head coaches to interview is Leslie Frazier and Chris Richard or Richard, or however you say his name.
Chris Richard.
And then Chris, right?
Well, yeah.
And he's done it twice. Been back there twice. So I'm just saying, like with GM, anyways. Did we ever bring in Dobbs to interview?
Yeah, Dobbs is interviewed.
We brought in Dobbs, right?
We brought Dobbs Kelly lady from Denver has interviewed.
And that Denver.
The dude from LA, the Chargers, interviewed.
Yeah, Tom Telesco or whatever his name is.
I don't believe we got to interview the 49er guy. I think he took the commander's job before we could.
But I'm just, but to that right there, I was just thinking, if all these rumors are coming out that Champ's already got that position, do you really think he's going to sit there in a meeting with Mark and be like, yeah, Tom Brady's saying lean towards this guy, when the whole locker room's leaning towards the other guy, the whole fan base is leaning towards the other guy. Is Tom Brady really the only thing holding it back, or is it that he almost slipped up in that interview, so now they're trying to backtrack because let's keep him off track a little bit, maybe. But I don't know. Kind of my thing on it. Like, it's just the media trying to play with you is what I'm kind of getting at it.
Personally, I think, AP and Mark had that post-game meeting after Denver. Man, I think that was a done deal then. I think it's the process. He knocked out the Rooney Rule with Chris and Leslie, which he didn't have to interview both of them. And what leads me to believe that is he didn't there's been no rumor that he's even called Jim Harbaugh, which leads me to believe he's already got his guy.
Exactly.
Yeah. I agree.
Hope so.
So let me ask you this. All right. We're sitting here, we're saying, hey, he already got his guy. Do you think what they're doing is just being calculated? I mean, like, they already have a plan. I think Raider Nation is super impatient at the moment, and they're going like, yo, we need to hire this guy right now. But if you already have, like, let's say, you know, you're talking about it on that back end, you know, a little woo-woo here. Hey, you know, yo, hey, we're going to backdoor this. You know, you're going to be in. We're just going to work out all the details. That's where I think they're at. They're working out the details. You know, they're ironing out a lot of the stuff. But they're already saying, yo, we're on board.
Right.
We're just going to keep going the way we're going because right now, Kelly is still the interim GM.
And AP's still the interim coach.
And he's still the interim coach.
That was leading me to my next question. And here's the other thing, man. You're not out there at the MLK parade with Richard Seymour, who's on the board helping. And you're not out there repping Raider gear if man, you got word that you're probably not going to be the dude.
Right. Hey, I'll tell you like this. Right. You're absolutely right. I'd be like, hey.
Like you said, he's a Raider fan, man. It don't matter.
Right.
And I'd be like, I'll tell you like this. He had the Titans interview, right?
Which were virtual, by the way. He didn't actually, like, go to the facilities.
I mean, like, have you seen him wear any Titans gear?
No, right.
Have you seen him rocking with the Titans?
Or the Falcons? Because he interviewed with them, too.
No. I'd be like, you see him in our gear. You see him at the MLK parade. I'm telling you, the picture with Richard Seymour speaks volumes.
100%.
That picture right there was the picture that I said, whoa, bro, you do not send out a head coach and you do not send out your GM and take a
with
picture.
The dude.
Yeah, with the dude that is there to say, hey, come on now. I'll be like,
I just watched this video earlier today that was David Carr. You guys know who he is, right? Derek Carr's brother.
No, who's that?
But, yeah, you know, he's one of the Carr guys. But he
don't know none of them.
Like when he played quarterback for the Giants, he said that Pierce was his linebacker, and their game they were playing against the Raiders, and it was like one of his first starts that he got, or he like came in for them or something like that because they were beating.
I saw that story a few weeks back.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, you know, like the way he came out there and he spiked the ball, and he said something about the Raiders, and even Pierce came out and was like, "Nah, man," he's like, "Don't disrespect that team like that." And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, that's my squad, man. Like, don't disrespect that team like that. And it was like right after they won the Super Bowl or something like that. So, you know, and he's like, that's my squad. And he's like, man, that guy's been a Raider his whole life, bro. Like, even when he played for the Giants, he was still a Raider. So, I don't know. It's kind of something I heard today.
Will, are you talking? Because we can't hear you if you are.
Yeah, I'm talking. Hold on, real quick, guys.
There you are.
There you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring up that clip that he just talked about. Hold on here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So let's see what.
I think it's. I mean, we're all impatient, right?
I think that's exactly what it is. We're just all being like,
be patient.
All the news is already broke and leaked a little bit, you know, and I think they're just like, you know, let them wait a minute, you know. Let's just.
I'll tell you where my impatience comes from. It's wanting to know the moves that he's going to make, like the Cliff Kingsbury rumor, you know, or what else is he looking at? And
I like that rumor, though.
I do too. And if he is in place, does he have it? Does he got PG locked up? He's just going on, you know, his head coaching interviews because they can't deny the HC interviews.
Could you guys see the screen?
I think that's the interview right there.
Obviously, he's already kind of had the spirited conversation. I think he came across incredibly well to the media today. All of us felt a ton of confidence in what he's going to be able to do with his team in the interim. But you know him better than all four of us. You had a fun story to share with the group.
Antonio's great. He's awesome. So he was playing linebacker for the New York Giants my first year there when I got there. And we're actually playing the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders, right? So we get up on them. They had just come off a Super Bowl championship, so the Giants are a good football team. I'm playing by the third quarter, right? So we go out there, we score, first drive, come out the field, we're high-fiving. I'm excited. I spike the ball. Antonio looks at me and goes, you don't disrespect that football team. I'm like, you're the linebacker for the Giants. What are you talking about? He's like, that's my football team over there. It was still his squad. Like, the Raiders were his squad even when he's winning Super Bowls with the Giants. So it's great, man. I'm excited for Antonio. He's going to do a good job with those guys. Get up in front of that group and really lead those guys, give them a little bit of direction.
All right, guys. So, hey, y'all saw that? I mean, like, or heard it? Hey, David Carr said Antonio Pierce has been A1, J1 Raider Nation, baby. Don't disrespect my squad. Don't disrespect my team. So
that's coming from the dude that talks shit about us because his brother played for us and we released him.
Who's his brother?
Who's that guy?
Man, you guys got to look him up, bro. Like, just he wasn't a very good quarterback. He held like the sack record for the longest time. Surprised you guys never heard of him.
Hell yeah.
So now we talked head coach, and we kind of all have the feeling that, hey, it's going to go the AP way. If it doesn't go the AP way, all right, who's the only other candidate that you guys could see that's going to slide in there to take this job right now, and the team won't implode?
AP. It's the only place I'm looking. I ain't looking nowhere else.
All right.
Honestly, man, I said it. I've been saying it for weeks. In my mind, it was a two-man race, which obviously
it's a one-man race.
Right now, it's a one-man race. But I mean, if AP's not the guy, how are you not on the phone with Jim Harbaugh?
I got you.
11 million plus with all those clauses. That's why.
I mean, I get it. But you know, who knows? I mean, it's like the AP rumors. What's true? What's not true? That'd be wild though if those clauses are true.
Oh no, those clauses are true, bro. Them clauses is for real.
Damn.
They are in the Michigan contract.
That's wild.
So,
yeah, because he wants to get some of them changed. There was rules they put out, and then he wanted some of them changed, and that's what they're trying to work out. Like I said, he doesn't leave. I don't think he leaves for Michigan unless he comes to coach for the Raiders. Like, honestly, that's my honest opinion.
Yeah, but then there was that report that he was the third. We were third on his list.
Yeah, I don't think we were very high on his list.
I don't. I really don't.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Matt.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this: Do you guys really see him being a fit for the Chargers with them having a rebuild and being in a salary cap situation that they're in right now? Do you think he's going to say, "Let me have that," and then go to a division where there's Andy Reid and there's Sean Payton and then soon to be Antonio Pierce? So, I mean, does he really want to take that job, or does he want to stay in college and build a couple more championships with them, you know, and make more money?
I think he's intrigued by Herbert, and I think he's intrigued by possibly avoiding the suspension.
Yeah,
that's looming. You know, look at what he did the first year with San Francisco. He took a 6-10 team with essentially the same football team, and they went 13-3 and won the division his first year there.
Yeah, but who was all in that division, and who was coaching in that division? How weak was that division at that time too?
Fuck, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That's when Seattle was balling.
West is any better? I mean, we're not. There's nobody. You know, our division ain't. You know, it's probably actually the same thing you're talking. You know, it's probably the same situation.
I mean, they had to compete with Seattle.
Well,
yeah,
the Legion of Boom, and I mean, Seattle was running things out there.
The NFC West was strong at that time. I mean, like,
and wasn't that around the time were the Cardinals still competitive at that time?
I don't remember.
2000, he took over there. So. He took over there in 2011, I believe it was, and they went to the Super Bowl in the 2012 season.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you like this, bro.
Fuck your team!
To the Chargers, it doesn't matter if JH goes on there. I don't care because it matters what the Raiders do. Okay? Like, literally, like a JH can go there, Andy Reid, freaking Moses, Jesus can come down and coach the Chargers. Okay? And I'm still saying
Raiders, bitch!
All day.
All day. Okay. So
Hey, it'd be
All
awesome
day.
if Andy Reid hangs them up after they lose this weekend.
oh well, and it's going to be a difficult
He's
thing.
got
I
a couple
mean, there's
for-
a lot of change.
for picking.
You know, I think we have to look at that and say, hey, man, if JH does decide to go somewhere else, I don't see it as a loss. And I don't see it as, hey, we're competing against another team to get the same coach.
Agreed.
Because every single team needs a different guy. We need a different type of motivator. And I think we got
Well, that's why I said.
Oh, hold on.
We got our dude.
That's why I said in the division with Andy Reid, Sean Payton, and AP.
You know, and you look at it and you say, man, that's because everybody is enamored because we got a lot of big name head coaches in our division, right? Everybody goes like, dude,
Right.
you know, you got this guy, and you have that guy, and you got this guy. But guess what? They all had to start somewhere. And I feel like AP's at the beginning of his coaching career, you know? And I'd be like, if he's able to just capture that, okay, and capture the guys and do what he does in his own way, bro, we might have our next head coach for the next 15 to 20 years. That's how young this guy is.
That would be fucking awesome.
Some
That would be the
stability.
stability we've
The
lacked
stability
for the
is
last 20
huge.
years.
That's what we need.
The stability that Max is looking for.
Hey, look,
that's
we,
an important thing.
In the last 20 years, we've had the most head coaches at 13, the Browns at 12. And what do we both have in common? We both stunk it up.
Well, and I mean, like,
Consistency.
Look at the names that both teams have had throughout those seasons, too.
Yep. And if you think about it, okay, I think I don't know. We were talking about it with Val, right? Val was we were like looking at all this coaching stuff, right? Everybody was like, "Oh, the McCarthy thing from the Cowboys." Everybody thought, "Hey, man, I said it last week. This dude's gonna get, or if they don't make it, they're gonna get fired." Right? I thought he was gonna
Everybody
get
thought that.
fired. I thought he was gonna get fired, but Jerry
All as soon
Jones,
as I play Green Bay.
yeah, I think Val puts out a post or a little message in our thread and says, "Hey, Mike McCarthy's going to be back." So that shows me, man, that a lot of people are looking for consistency at that head coach job. And honestly, even though there's a lot of good coaches out there, man, I'm expecting about 8 jobs out this year. So I mean, like, there's going to be a lot of competition. I'll be like, for all we know, JH might end up at Carolina.
No, that's a terrible – he ain't going there.
I'll be like, at the end of the day. But again, I think the fit is AP for us. If we don't have AP, we can't – if we go with Vrabel, I think Vrabel would be devastating because I think we're going to lose a lot of players and we're going to lose a lot of fans. And people are going to be like, yo, they can't jump on that train. And I think it's going to be a difficult thing, especially after what we've done for the last 2 seasons. So I really think Mark's just playing the game. Mark's interviewing all these guys and bringing in guys to just fill in other positions that we might not know about, that they might be looking to fill, you know, and then having expectations that they might lose guys, which is an important thing. So, all right, guys, we kind of beat a dead horse. I think every show and every podcast has probably talked about that, and probably the next thing coming up. But hey, Max Crosby comes out, you know, talks about it on his podcast, and he says, guys, if they don't hire AP, everything's on the table. Raider Nation blows up, some of them, and goes, oh, fuck Max Crosby. He's not above the shield. He's not the team. We'll sit him on the bench. We'll just do this. We'll do that.
Shut the fuck up.
Guys, this
Right
is where
now.
like it's funny to me because people don't understand football. You can't just bench your maximum leader on your team because he had a disagreement with you on your coaching staff and say, oh, you know what? We're just going to bench you and you're going to sit there on the bench and you're going to be fine about it. No. Yo, if he asked for a trade, you kind of got to listen when you're paying him $125 million. Because guess what? You're not going to pay him $30 million to sit on the bench.
100%.
So, guys, hit me up with your thoughts on that. Hey, I'm going to start with Val because we haven't heard from Val because she's in the car. And I know she likes Max. I know we can't see her, but Val, hit me up with your thoughts on those comments.
Hi. I actually just pulled it to the driveway at home.
All right.
So Max, I think he's setting boundaries and what, I don't know, unspoken demands. I think he's trying to do a little push and see what happens, which, it's fun and dandy, I suppose, for Max. It's okay. I don't know. I think Mark will listen a little bit more if Max is putting these comments out. Maybe he's taking more to consideration. But we all said earlier, we're pretty sure that AP has the job.
Like those comments are null and void now?
All I know.
Yeah, they don't matter. So.
All I know is I hope that he heals very nicely because he had his surgery, right? He had it today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I didn't get to look too much today, but I did see a little bit while on my little lunch break.
No, I got
So,
you, girl. Hey, no doubt we're going to send out prayers to our boy Max for that knee, for that thumb. Heal up, baby, so that way you can get ready for the next season, so that way you can get there on Murderer's Row, baby. Yo, Tony B.
Man.
Give me your thoughts, baby. We've talked about how bipolar Raider Nation is before. So go ahead. Hit me with it.
Gosh, I'll tell you what. He is showing that the locker room supports AP as the pick. Everybody knows Raider Nation picked him. The fans picked him. The players are now picking him. And the thing is if it's not the direction, the team's not going in the direction that the team wants to go in, I don't fault them for wanting to go. Like, would you want to play for a team that's going the opposite of direction that you believe is the right way? It goes down to your beliefs and whatnot. They believe AP's the guy, as we all do. But if they go a different route, it might not be the route that he wants to go. Use a college reference. A lot of players decommit when the coach leaves because that's why they're there. They like that coach. They want to play for that coach. He wants to play for AP. AP's not there. He goes with, and the one thing that we're really not talking about, I know he's a diehard Raider. He's a Raider through and through. But what happens if someone else puts a sweeter deal on the table? Does he take less to be a Raider? Like, we're not talking about maybe if he goes somewhere else, it's not that we didn't sign him. Maybe it's he didn't sign because something else was way better than what we were offered. I mean, I don't see that happening. I see him taking less to become a Raiders coach. But there's always that possibility, I guess you could say.
You lost me there. Who are you talking about? AP or Max taking less?
No, AP. No,
AP.
I'm talking
AP,
like
okay.
for if AP, he says he wants to play for AP. If AP goes somewhere else, it might not be that the Raiders didn't want to keep AP. Maybe it's AP wanted to go somewhere else because a better, sweeter deal. So I don't fault Crosby for going elsewhere if that's not the direction that the Raiders take it.
Did you get that all in?
Yeah.
All right, brother. Hey, you know what? Follow that up, my brother.
I think it's simple, man. How many head coaches will this be for Max in his going on 6 years? It'll be 3, correct? Gruden, McDummy, and AP or whoever they hire, right? That's not stability. These players got careers to think about, and I think that's all that Max is doing. Like, hey, man, I don't want to spend the next 5 to 10 years in dysfunction, and you can't blame them for thinking that because that's all we've put out there for 20 years. is dysfunction. So you can't fault the guy for thinking about his career, man. That's where I'm at on it.
Not at all.
I know he wants to be here. He wants to be a Raider, and he wants to win in Las Vegas. But at the same time, if Mark's not making the right decisions for all those things to line up, he's got to think about his career.
No, I agree. I agree with you 100% there, brother. Natty B, finish it off like fine wine, baby.
Man, I agree with Olin on that, man. Like, my only thing is, we've had this discussion the middle of this season, right? We've been frustrated. We've seen our players throwing helmets. We've seen our players get pissed off on interviews and shit like that, calling for the coach. They need a change, right? What did Mark Davis do? He got fed up, right? And finally made that change. And then he's seen what this guy brings to the table in terms of the toughness and the grittiness you can get out of this team versus the other guy that was just there that we got rid of, that everybody screamed to get rid of. Why would he want to play for something like that and keep playing for something like that if the coach is just, or if the owner's just going to keep trying to make reaches on these players, or on these coaches, saying shit. Like Crosby said, even other people, have said that, and he's got to start looking elsewhere if they keep going in that same direction. So I don't fault him at all for it. But I still, would it hurt me a little, or not hurt me, but would I be like upset about it? Yeah, I'd be upset that would happen. But I really don't see Mark Davis fucking doing that when he's already done that once this year.
No, I got you. And I'd be like, so, hey, let me finish it off, guys. I'm going to tell like this, man. Every Raider fan that was out there that is talking mad stuff about Max Crosby, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know what
Those
I'm
are
saying?
the couch GMs and the couch coaches that know everything. It's like the scientists. They know everything on Facebook.
Those are the fake fans.
Everybody. Whatever you see on Facebook.
Yeah. If you're a player, man, you have
legit.
every single right to voice your opinion and to say, man, you know what? I bust my butt. This is my living. Just like every single one of us that goes to work every single day. Guess what? You have the ability to go tell your boss to say, hey, man, I'm not happy here. This isn't good for me. I need to move on. I need this, right? Or, hey, you need to provide this in order for me to stay. Guys, it's a normal thing. The thing is this. Yes, people go like, oh, well, they're getting paid millions. I'm sorry, bro, that you're not 6'5", 240 and can't run a 4.3. You weren't gifted like that. I get it. Your mommy and your daddy only made you 5'4", 300.
Maybe you are 5'4", 4'3", and all you do is flip burgers. I don't know. Maybe you got skill.
But I'd be like, man, these guys have a lot of natural gifts that they work really hard for that give them the ability to go out there and do what they want to do on a daily basis, guys. Just
100%.
like we do. You work on your craft every single day. In whatever you do in your life, you work on it. And guess what? You have the ability to go to your company and go to your freaking boss and tell them, hey, man, this shit ain't working for me. If you don't fix it, I can go. Yeah, even if I have a contract, guess what? I have the ability to go like, yo, this doesn't work for me. Guys, look at Calvin Johnson. He was just years from like breaking every single wide receiver record ever invented on the face of this earth. And he said, you know what, man? I'm going to just walk away.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah, Barry Sanders.
Look at what an organization does to players.
Exactly. So, hey, if we
want to look at Drew or Andrew Luck, that's the most recent.
Yeah, exactly. So we got to be on the up and up. If you want players to come play for the Raiders, if you want them to be, lining up at the door, then you better put some respect on your players' names and be like, yo, we treat our guys right. You know what? Yep. We might not agree with every decision that, they're going to try to take or, whatever, but we're going to show you the respect to sit here and be like, yo, I'm going to take your information. I respect your information, and we're going to move forward. That's how I feel about that situation. And if you against it, Raider Nation, you know what, bro? Hey, you can check my inbox. You can holler at your boy on whatever social media platform. We could debate all day long. But I'm going to tell you like this. He's not above the shield. He is the shield right now.
Mm-hmm.
Every single player. Go ahead, bro.
Tell me what you think about this. And my buddy has said this countless times when Devontae was doing it, and then Max threw this out there. And personally, I just think it's the times we're in today, right? They got all these platforms to speak on, podcasts, social media, the media, is players just putting that shit out there publicly. And I think that's that. Do you think that might be what pisses off a lot of fans? Is like, hey man, just shut up and do your thing and keep that internal. Like if you want to have that conversation with Mark, have it, but have it quietly.
No, and I get that. And I could see that. But at the same time, bro, if you think about it, at your job, are you able to complain about it on social media?
Right.
Are you able to be like, yo?
Hey, and that's exactly what I said,
that's what
man.
I'm saying, right?
It's the times we're in, man. We all have that platform.
It's freedom of speech, right?
100%.
If you got freedom of speech, I can say my job sucks.
And it was a question on his podcast that was asked. Dodging that bullet would have looked a lot worse.
It's not like he fucking came out of the blue and was like, on his fucking, it's not like he came out on Twitter and fucking was like, if they don't fucking pick AP, I'm not coming back. I want to trade. He was simply asked the question, hey, what do your future look like if you guys ain't? What's going on? And he replied with the most honest question he could, with the most honest answer that he could give.
It's all on the table.
And again, he came out and he did not say, "Oh, I'm going to request a trade." All he said was like, "Yo, that."
They asked him about it.
I got to start looking at other options. I got to look at all my options. That's what he said.
All my options,
bro. All he wants to do is win.
That's it.
That's it. Every single player that gets into the league, I don't care how much money you make, bro, because at the end of the day, those guys want to win.
And if you don't want to win, you're in the wrong fucking career, and it's time to go.
No, absolutely.
And I mean, we all want to win at the end of the day. Even us little guys, we all
play to win the game.
What we're doing, we're all playing a game. We all want to win at what we got going on in our life.
Look at what our motto is, bro. Just win, baby.
Yeah.
Commitment to excellence. That means you want to win and you want to be the best at what you do every single day. And you know what? Max Crosby embodies that for the Raiders every single day, every single snap, every single time he hits the practice field. So guess what? If he comes out and he says this shit sucks,
if he says my coach comes out with the same mentality and the same attitude I come out with, you better hire that guy. That's just, you want a guy on your team like that? It's no different than coming out and hollering for a player. Hey, I want that dude on my team. Free agent, go pick that dude up. Go after him. I don't care what it takes. Go after him. Recruit the guy. That's what they do. It ain't no different for a coach. It's no different for a coach. If you're you can go out there and yell for a coach. Look at, dude, I'm telling you right now, what other fucking stadium has ever fucking stood up after a win and chanted for a coach? I'll wait.
Bro, hey, unheard of. Like I said, we were there. Bro, we're sitting at the end of the game. He goes towards the black hole, and all you hear is AP, AP, AP.
Yeah, I just saw the video again today of that.
So, I mean, like, bro, he's galvanized the fan base. Again, I really feel like, hey, it's a wrap. Like, I think AP's going to come in. I think Champ's going to come in. They're just ironing out all those things. Again,
I think by the end of the week, it'll be a done deal.
I told y'all, hey, January 22nd was the day that I marked it that they would have the head coach, came out. And I said, hey, I also said, hey, we just had Champ come in for an interview. I said, it's a wrap. And guess what? He's sitting in there. So I just think, like you guys said, we're going through the motions. And, we just kind of had to talk about this because right now, I mean, the boat is just sitting. We're waiting to pull the trigger and to hit that nitrous and hit that go.
Let's just say Champ is the GM, you know? Let's just say he is the GM. Is he going to sit there and be like, yeah, let's go with Vrabel? Or, you know what I mean? Like, is he going to say, are we going to go with Vrabel? You know, Tom Brady said, let's go with Vrabel. Let's go with Vrabel. Is he really going to sit there and be like, let's do that? Fuck no, bro. I don't know. Fuck no.
You know,
his first move can't be what flips the nation on its head.
Exactly my point, man. He can't flip it on its head if that's his first move, man. He's not going to be like, yeah, we're not got Vrabel. We thought he was the best option, even though, you know, AP gave his best shot, you know. No, I don't see it happening.
We all know that wouldn't be his move.
Bro, it's like
He's a GM. It would be his move. Even though it might come from the top, it still falls on you, man. Shit rolls downhill.
Well,
I get it.
Hey,
doesn't mean he's making the decision.
Right.
All right. It's like this. I think, again, even though you got Brady whispering in his ear, at the end of the day, bro, you got 53, 52 dudes in the locker room clamoring the other way. That voice has to be louder than any other voice. I mean, at the end of the day, an organization is only as good as its players. All right? Like, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, all right? We can have great coaches, right? But if we have bad players, those players will improve, but they'll only improve to get to a certain level. Let's look at the Dallas Cowgirls, right? You guys live in cowboy country or whatever it is, or whatever the fuck they call themselves down there. They're trying to steal our name, but fuck those guys. So, they're down there, bro. They've had great players, but they've been nothing but mediocre for years. You go to the playoffs just to lose. So, again, that's what shows me, bro, you know what? They got great players. They just don't got good coaches. They can't get the guys to get over the hill. They can't develop them. So, again, if we have great coaches and mediocre players, we're not going to be there. But we have great players in that locker room. Now we have a great coach. I'll be like, it just makes too much sense to me for us not to move forward with this champ situation, man.
How many years are y'all giving AP? I don't care about the money. The money
3.
is what it is.
I give you
3.
3.
Three max.
I give you 3.
Yeah, 3 years is what it takes to build what it takes to build a team. You get your first year is like your rookie year. I mean, he kind of had a half a year, but his first full season, and then your next 2 years, you just better improve each year. You know what I mean? And just keep improving on shit. And then that's when you get your next contract, depending on what's going on with that.
My thing with AP too is I got it. I was talking to a gentleman on Facebook today, and he was saying he wanted a more established coach, and I've seen
that a lot.
And my thing is the coaching
Belichick
side of it will come faster than earning the locker room side of it. He's got the locker room. Those in-game situations will come with experience. He can get that on the fly. He can't get the locker room on the fly. It'll take more years for someone who's established on the field coaching to win that locker room than it would for AP to get it on the field. So I believe 3-4 years, and I'm telling you right now, I'm saying it right now. They sign AP, he's coach of the year, and we make the playoffs next year.
Yeah,
I think because they're going to play harder, and that's what we've been lacking is the on-field playing hard.
Okay,
go ahead, Owen.
Matt, you already said 3 years?
Yeah, I said 3 years on it, but I was just referring back to what he was saying was that oh gosh dang it. Now go ahead, Owen. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think
I just think 3 years, man. I think that's it. I agree with Tony. I think if it all comes down to the offense coordinator and what they do at quarterback, but I think that team can make the playoffs next year.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well. How many years do you want to see AP be the coach on this next contract?
It's forever an option.
What was that?
I said, is forever an option?
Forever is an option because guess what? If he's that good, hell yeah, 15. Let's do it.
I am positive that there's going to be a lot of so many good changes in the next season, and if he's that guy, then I want him to stay around, and think about it. It'll bring stability, and we most definitely need stability and consistency with our coaches, and one that has the locker room. I mean, we need that. I think it's time.
No. So, Val, when you said forever, I said, I love it because that means we found our answer as the coaching solution. I mean, like when you get that type of stability, that you get a guy there that's been there a long time. Let's look at Belichick, right? Belichick was there 24 years, man. You win 6 championships in 24 years. Bro, I'm good with that.
I'll take one. Just
Right.
give me
one.
Just give me one right now. Just one. I mean, like, just one so I can talk shit to the Broncos fans when I'm at the stadium so I don't hear about, when they freaking retreaded Peyton Manning with his huge forehead and, got the handicap win when they won that Super Bowl.
So going back to what Tony was saying about being a coach, on field and learning from mistakes, that's going to come with it. But, if he hires the guys around him, offensive coordinator, and brings in his defensive coordinator and guys around him to help him out and learn how to coach, all these guys we had last year with him that helped him out. When he learns, he'll manage his games better. It's going to come. It's going to come with playing.
Coughlin and Lewis already said they would help him out if he's the guy.
That's two great. And I see, and you get those guys there, and then you get a good offensive coordinator, like say bring in Cliff Kingsbury. He's been a head coach, so he can help also manage a game when it comes down to certain situations. He could be like, like the 2-minute warnings we had last year, where we were like, man, come on, hurry up, get on the ball. And the guys are just walking over to it, and they're barely getting there. Like, that's where, like a Cliff Kingsbury can come in and be like, hey, I've been here before. Let's get this shit. This is how you got to hustle to the line. You got to get there. Let's stop the ball. Let's fucking, spike it. What we got to do. Now we can go back to our play. Let's sit here. Let's figure this out. We didn't have that last year. And it comes
I also
with
think part of that was a lack of confidence in the offense.
No, absolutely.
Right. I agree too. But if he surrounds himself with all those people, I think he'll be a great coach, and that's.
Yeah, I love what you just said. Okay, because look at this, guys. What we're talking about now is AP's already like, hey, he's looking at pieces to put around him. Okay, again, this is where we come back and we said, hey, Leslie Frazier already got a job interview. Okay, PG is a potential defensive coordinator that's going to get a head coaching opportunity somewhere, right? So you have to fill up that spot. Bro, you're talking about Kingsbury. Hey, that guy must have been as a terrible offensive coach, or not offensive coach. He's a terrible head coach, but an offensive guru.
Now, but did they make the playoffs one year when he was only there 2 or 3 years, and they made the playoffs?
Dude, he's an offensive guru.
He was a top 10 offense.
Yeah,
and Josh got fucked out of Rookie of the Year over fucking Kyler Murray.
No, so you're right. That's why I said he's legit. I like that all these pieces that you start hearing, okay, that he's going to bring. Hey, and you know what? TJ Houshmandzadeh came out, and a TJ Houshmandzadeh coached with them at Long Beach Poly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He said that dude is ready. Bro, he's like, he's attention to detail. He got everything down. He's like, hey, he's going to have guys in place that are going to help him out. He's like, how many coaches do you know that are going to come out and say, hey, man, I need help. I'm going to call my people. I'm going to call another head coach and have him come and look at my stuff. I know that you don't like Adam Gase, Owen, but he brings in Adam Gase. He brings Marvin Lewis. He brings Tom Coughlin. He's calling everybody and their mother, okay, to get the knowledge, to get everything that he needs. Bro, for me, that shows me as a player, okay, if I'm looking at my coach, that he's hungry, that he wants to get better, that he wants to improve. So at the end of the day, I better turn up because my coach is going to turn up. You know what I'm saying?
He wants that on the ball training. I mean, he's not afraid to ask for help in the right time because he knows like he doesn't have time to like he needs to get it and get it right, and he needs to right this ship, and he knows the importance of it. So with the importance of knowing what the Raider Nation and the fan base and the fans and the team need, he knows it's not just him, it's above him. So let's get this help and let's get the right team together and make this work.
Exactly.
Maybe Adam Gase was brought in on what not to do.
You might be right. Yeah. I'd be like,
the team was brought in for a whole what not to do.
I wouldn't ask that dude how to wipe my ass.
No, that's what they brought in Josh McDaniels for, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Sorry, I didn't mean the whole regime. I'm sorry I said that.
They said Josh McDaniels were bringing you in to show every single team what not to do.
But you did that in Denver, so Mark's an idiot.
Hey, again, you take your shot, man. You take your shot. But, all right, fellas, we got done talking with the coach and stuff. Hey, I want to know, okay, what is the number one need for the Raiders, besides coaching staff and stuff, in your opinion, for us to move forward in the 2024 season? Hey, I'm going to start with the invisible one, Val.
I'm not invisible.
So, what do you think is our biggest need as an organization, player-wise, Val? What do you think we need to do?
Like draft-wise?
Draft, free agency, whatever.
Free agency, it doesn't matter.
Well, I like AOC, but we definitely need a quarterback.
Oh, hey, okay. Let's see who. Hey, I'm pretty sure 99% is going to jump on this trade. So, hey, Tony B.
Well, I agree with her because I still see number 4 in the freaking under center, and I have like PTSD, so I want to get rid of that. Other than quarterback, I would like to see another linebacker. I mean, not to say that. I mean, a good middle linebacker is always needed. Get some pressure off of the other guy. I like the fact that they moved Wilson inside a little bit. I like because he uses his length a little bit more with some of the run stopping. So hopefully we get a linebacker in there, and But other than quarterback, I mean, everybody knows that that's we need somebody that can extend plays. And if we're not waiting on the coaching staff when we're trying to progress forward, we can't wait on the quarterback either.
No, I got you. Matt.
Well, and you can't run a Cliff Kingsbury offense with AOC.
Huh. Okay.
No,
they already tried that with that one quarterback they drafted before Kyler Murray.
Josh Rosen.
Yep.
Rosen.
Drafted. Kingsbury wasn't there the year before. He wasn't there with Rosen.
Oh, I thought he was there with Rosen, and then he traded away the one pick for Kyler Murray.
I don't believe so. It was that one fucking rookie head coach. Man, you'd have to look it up. But I think Kingsbury drafted. I think he drafted Murray coming out of college as a rookie head coach.
Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am wrong.
And I could be wrong on that too.
But
I'm pretty certain.
I don't follow the Cardinals, but I just remember something along that line back then. But yeah. But anyways,
Matty B,
biggest need, man. We need to get offensive line, man. I think that's our biggest need. We've got the weapons on the outside. We've got the running backs. I honestly, to tell you the truth, I think O'Connell will do better if he had a better offensive line. If you see some of the brighter spots when he's got time in the pocket, he's He makes good throws. You know, he's not
He'll
a
do
bad
better,
quarterback
but
by any means.
He'll do
And
better,
he
but
progressed.
he can't run that.
You know, and they did everything he did everything they asked him to do this year. You know, protect the ball, just don't turn the ball over. You know, you had a couple games that were rough, yeah, but out of all the rookie quarterbacks that came out this year, man, I'm pretty sure he was like the number 2. You know, minus CJ.
But the other one got injured, so
right. But he had what?
Do we want a fucking repeat of the last 9 years? Because that's what you guys. That's what you get with AOC. I've had this.
I'm not saying keep him. I'm just saying he would be a good if you had a better offensive line, because that's what we need is a better offensive line. That was the question. Well, we need to upgrade. I think we need to upgrade our offensive line. But I just said, like, if we had a better offensive line, Aiden O'Connell would be a lot better than he was this year if he had an offensive line.
And I couldn't disagree with Matt on that either, you know, saying, hey, when he had a good pocket, he made good throws, he made better decisions. But that's with any quarterback, you know. As if their pocket is clean, of course they're going to look good because guess what? They got
shit, look at Jimmy Garoppolo. He had better throws when he was in San Francisco because of the offensive line he had. You know, he had time to sit back and pick his target. You know, and deliver it.
Too, though. You can spin it this way: any quarterback would be better with a better offensive line. You get them a better offensive line, they're going to do better. They're going to better. He's going to do enough.
Exactly. So if you build in the trenches from offensive line to defensive line, that's where you win football games. So if we can solidify both of those positions, you know, or both sides of the ball right there, then we can hang with the big guys, man. Like I said, we've got the running backs, we've got the receivers to score, we've got the defense that's a couple more pieces than the defense, you know. But the way we played these last couple of games at the end of the season, we're only a few pieces away from being a dominant defense.
No. I can't disagree with you, Matt. I don't disagree with you. And that's where we're saying, I'm like, everybody has their view, and you said offensive line, and I agree. We
offensive line, yes, sir.
So, hey, all in. What's our biggest need? And I know
quarterback, period.
Okay.
AOC is what AOC is. If he has a better O-line, is he going to have a few better stats? Sure. AOC is Derek Carr Jr. He's not mobile. He proved that many times. When you snap the ball, you'd be like, "Oh, that dude's going to get sacked." He can't even step. He can't even step to the side to avoid a sack. And if Cliff's the guy, AOC can't run that offense. You got to be mobile. You got to. Period.
No, I don't think
the offensive line is as terrible as everybody says. I think Van Rotten is trash, and I think the offensive line coach makes a huge difference. I really don't think there's a lot of. We need depth on the offensive line for sure, but we don't.
This is Van Rotten's first season.
I don't know if he's a rookie or he was a free agent.
No, bro. He's 33. He's trash.
Yeah, he's trash.
Oh, is he? Oh shit! I thought he was a younger cat.
Yeah, he's garbage. I don't think for that.
I was thinking, hey, bro, you know, like look at Colt Miller's first year, bro. Okay,
I agree.
But if he's 33, man, get out of there, bro. Get somebody else, bro. We got way
garbage.
Better. We can get out there.
And I think the offensive line played a lot better with Parham at center and not James. I think James is gone unless he wants to go back to being number 2. I think depth there, man, and I think the right O-line coach, and I think that O-line is way better. Because it is, correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not outside of Van Rotten pretty much the same starting O-line that had the league leading rusher last year?
You're correct.
You are right, yeah.
So what's the difference there? Why did that O-line play so bad this year?
Hey,
Miller was out a lot.
Yeah, Miller was out a lot for sure.
We had a lot of guys out a lot. It wasn't just Miller. A lot of guys.
Yeah, which why I think depth and coaching, man, I think is the big key on the O-line. And depth, I think we need a big defensive tackle. I think Wilson does nice there, but he's not. He can't be the starter.
No, I agree.
But
I think we need a mobile quarterback, man.
No. Yeah, and I agree with you. I'm not saying that we don't need a quarterback. I'm just saying a line would if I was building my football team, that's how I build my football team. It's from the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've said 100,000 times, build a football team like John Lynch has built a football team.
And that's from
I just think we're a little bit further along than when John Lynch took over the 49ers, in my opinion. And I think AOC, man, I fucking had this debate with Adrian the other day. AOC is a fucking Derek Carr, in my opinion. I agree. I don't want to spend the next
100%.
5 to 8 years pissed off at quarterback play. Just my thought. Go get your guy. If AP and Champ Kelly are your coaches, whoever I've said it before on here. It doesn't matter if a good quarterback falls to you. Go get your guy. If you believe one of these guys is your guy, then spend the capital to go get him. And like I told you the other day, Will, there's a difference between a good quarterback falling to you, because there's a ton of talent in this draft.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But if that dude ain't your guy, it ain't never going to be a good fit.
No, so
right.
And this is where I think there's a lot of guys that are certain molds in this draft. And that's why I like this draft at QB. And I like what you said, go get your guy. Now, my thing is, again, I think about it a little bit outside the box, because I am like, hey, I've coached, I do this. So I think about it a little bit different. I feel like there's so many holes that we have to fill, okay, that, hey, if a guy falls to you, dude, we're not talking about you're going to get a scrub. We're talking you're going to get a Michael Penix. You're going to get a guy that, hey, you know what, might have those little things that you look at and you say, hey, they might not be that nice. But guess what? Patty Mahomes, they thought the same thing. Aaron Rodgers, they thought the same thing. Guys like that have fallen into the middle or late in the draft, man. I really do.
But if they're not a fit, if they're not a scheme fit for your program, it don't matter if he's good or not. You're gonna have to adjust him to fit what you need, and he might not be the same guy.
And no, you're 100% correct. But look at it, Tony. You just said scheme fit, right? That's why I said I feel like there's a lot of quarterbacks that can fit certain schemes that are coming out. Okay, I mean, like, obviously everybody's enamored with Jaden Daniels right now. He won the Heisman. The guy has wheels. He's athletic.
His fucking stats are incredible. I mean, 10,000 passing yards, 2,000 rush. I mean, the numbers are there.
The numbers are ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
So you look at that, right? But you can't say that Michael Penix can't do the same. I mean, like, the guy was throwing some dimes out there.
There's no doubt he throws a beautiful ball. But, can he run? I didn't watch enough Washington games to know if how mobile he is. And, man, that injury history fucking worries me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want a quarterback with 2 ACLs, please.
Yeah.
Like,
he ain't got one ACL,
quarterback
right?
with no knee.
Well, I'm just saying, and that's where I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, because in my opinion, okay, at 13, you're going to have a lot of guys like that. Plus, like Tony said, you can pick up that interior defensive lineman at 13. I mean, like, look at Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter fell, and next thing you know.
Yeah, but he fell for certain reasons. It's not like he fell because he had a bad fucking pro day.
Hey, Max wanted Jalen Carter too, and I heard that Zeig and McDaniels asked Max who he wanted, and they told him Jalen, and then they went and got Tyree Tubby.
Yeah. So, and I mean, like, again, you have to look at all that, man, and I say, hey,
for sure,
whatever it is, I'm sure that AP and Champ will have 1A and 1B. You know, you're going to say, hey, if the draft falls this way, then we got to do that. And if the draft falls this way, then we'll go this way. But, guys, so what we're going to do now is run a little draft simulator, baby. You're going to be the GM for our first round pick. I already know All In already said, yo.
Quarterback.
Tony
So,
B, too.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we do that, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Say they fucking call the Bears, right, and give the Bears exactly what Carolina gave the Bears, right? Let's throw it out there. Who do you draft, Caleb or Jaden?
Okay.
Jaden.
Agreed.
My thing is, I didn't like what I seen from Caleb when the going got tough. He was too much of a diva, and he shut down too much. Don't get me wrong; he's a great player, and he's gonna do someone well. But my thing is, like,
when shit don't go his way, what happens?
The camera's on him, and he's not doing the team leader that needed to be done. He's throwing a fit. He's not talking to media because he lost to his rival UCLA. By the way, let's go all day. And then, like, he loses a big game. Don't get me wrong, emotional, crying with his mom. I get that. You're emotional. Sometimes it is. But you still got to put on that face of, you know, and it's just not there. And so I think Jaden Daniels would be the better pick for me.
And that's why I was all about Bo Nix until the Pac-12 championship. When there was 3 minutes to go, they still had a chance to win the game. And the dude is on the bench with a towel over his head fucking pouting because he just couldn't do shit the last series, man. I don't know if that's the guy I want leading my team.
Right.
It took him a long time to adjust.
Nix. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to be a good one, too, and I wouldn't be opposed if we went a different route and got him in the second or something. I'd be okay with that. But
hey, whoever it is, he'll be a Raider, and I mean
that's what I'm saying. And that's my thing, too. When it comes down to AP and when it comes down to Champ, you know what? If they go a different route, we're still screaming Raiders all day. But my thing is like sometimes us screaming Raiders, they need to hear us screaming. And we're screaming AP.
No doubt. So, hey, you said something. You said, hey, who do I go with, Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels? And I'm 100% with Tony, man. If the Raiders make that type of move, okay, that we are moving up from 13 to 1,
we'll probably draft Marvin Harrison Jr.
Don't fucking jinx it.
Don't jinx it, bro. But if we're moving up, okay. The reason I don't like the move for Caleb Williams is because I feel that he is mentally immature and mentally not ready to be able to take a team to that next level. Okay?
Talent-wise, all day.
All day. But if you think about this, okay, when you're the quarterback of the team, you're the emotional leader, you're the stable head, I'll be like, you're the main dude. And if he can't hold it together in a college game, okay?
What's he going to do in Kansas City at Arrowhead?
Exactly. And then if you see that, when you see that from the leader of your team, okay,
it affects everybody.
I agree. And then this is where you look at Jaden Daniels, and he had a lot of great games. But again, I don't know how he's going to do under duress because he also comes from another program that comes from a lot of success. Okay. And this is where, and it's really odd, man, to say this. I like Drake May. Okay. I think, in my opinion, bro, the hype from Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels has overshadowed this kid. Okay. At the beginning of the year, every single team came out and said that kid was the number one draft pick, that he was the most NFL ready. All of a sudden, you know, everybody gets enamored with the big arm, with the athleticism, with everything like that. But, bro, Drake May ain't no slouch either.
100%. I never saw that he was number one on a lot of teams, but I've seen a consistent number two behind Caleb. And I can't comment on the dude. I don't know. I to be honest, I don't think I've ever watched him play. I'll have to watch him play in the next few days. Pull up some film on YouTube or something.
Yeah, and I mean, like, what I like, again, is he's coming from a program that is not a big-time program that is like, yo, they're middle of the road. So you got a guy that is experienced in handling tough environments, not having the best players, and making things happen for his team. And that, to me, makes a big game difference.
How many years has he started at North Carolina?
That I don't know, man. I think it's like a year or two.
I'm gonna have to go back. I know it's at least 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I'll do some watching on him this week and see what he's about.
Yeah, we'll talk about him in later podcasts as we start getting more into the draft and start doing more research into that. But Matty B, if you see the Raiders move up to the number 1 draft pick with Chi-Town, who do you expect to come off the board as the number 1 draft pick of the Raiders?
Who's that kicker out of Michigan?
Tulane's punter.
Here we go.
No. So, anyways, no, bro. Like if you're moving up to number 1, it's pretty much whatever coach you have. We have AP, and he thinks that Jaden Daniels is his man. He goes up and gets Jaden Daniels. If he likes Caleb Williams, or he has a good pro day and just impresses everybody, or even Drake May, man, like any of them. Like you said, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in this draft. So it just all really depends on, hey, what kind of style do we want to play on offense with this quarterback? We've tried this with Derek Carr. We've tried this with Aiden O'Connell. So
give me a name. I'm not letting you escape without giving me a name.
Yeah, you got to pick.
Give me a name.
Hey, I don't know, bro.
You have the first pick in the draft.
You have the first pick. You're the GM. Give me a name.
Okay, then. All right, I'll go. You guys all went Jaden Daniels. I'll go the other guy, Caleb Williams.
God damn it, Mike Mayock.
Okay. Why would you choose Caleb Williams over Jaden Daniels to be the Raiders quarterback?
He played he just had bigger games, I think. And yeah, he might have those little moments or whatever on the sidelines and shit, but I think you get him in certain games and certain situations, and I think he'll thrive. Now, I'm not saying Jaden's not a good player or anything, but you pass up on a talent like that for somebody that won a Heisman Trophy?
They both.
They both have one.
Oh, did they both won one? Oh, okay. All right, my bad. Take it back.
Yeah, they're back to back. Caleb won, and then Jaden won this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but man, I mean, honestly, to tell you, they're both Heisman winners. Let me take that back. I didn't say that last time. They're both Heisman winners.
Hey, and you can't. I mean, I'll throw it out there for your big game argument. I mean, what gets bigger than LSU and Alabama in college football? I mean, yeah. So, but no, no, for sure. I was just curious, and I wouldn't be mad if we stayed put and McCarthy fell to us because I think McCarthy is a dog.
Dude, I'm just reading this right now. Like, so I almost said McCarthy, but I was like, I don't really know too much about that dude. So,
well, we actually, I saw, I couldn't confirm like if it was true or not, but we supposedly had a conversation with him recently.
Oh, really? Okay.
And here's the thing about McCarthy too. In my opinion, is McCarthy's young, man. He's only 20 years old right now. So you would be drafting a guy who would be going into next season 21 years old. You know, I don't know when his birthday falls, but he's 21 years old, man. He's a young dude who's been in some big games.
Give him Vegas. Yeah, 21 in Vegas.
Right. He's been in some big games, man. He seems mature for where he's at.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I don't know too much about him. I just know that he played under John Harbaugh and they won their championships. So
yeah, I mean, shit, they beat Ohio State the last few years. I mean, he's played in some big games. He's put up some good numbers.
And he sacrificed his own numbers for the good of the team on games that they ran unbelievable amount of times. So he's about winning first.
The Ohio State games, man, they ran the shit out of the ball.
Yep.
And he was okay with it. So I mean, he's not
he's not like one of those guys that stat guy is pretty much what you're saying. He's not the stat guy.
He's not a me guy. He's
not at all. Look at
guy.
At the natty stats.
Yep. No, you're right. Hey, Val, if the Raiders have the number 1 draft pick and Val's in charge.
AP. Oh, my bad.
He said Max Crosby.
Steeman Willie Beeman. Hey, who do you draft?
Bobby Boucher.
Are y'all making fun of me?
No,
Not at all.
No.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, you're just throwing out names.
Okay, because I don't watch college football.
No, but what? Okay, so what position do you expect us to do?
So
If
I
we
would-
trade up to the number 1 pick, name a position we should draft.
Well, I said it earlier. We need a quarterback. I mean, we need
Okay.
somebody that's not going to be scared.
Boom.
Somebody...
She just said Jaden Daniels.
Okay. Hiring Alan and Tony and Matt Will to do, that for me. How about that?
All
And I'll
right.
guys, instinct. But as far as like positions, like we definitely need like a quarterback, but someone who's not scared to play, quick on their feet, who's not going to fold under pressure. Somebody that's really gotta go out there, somebody that we can mold into what we need as well. I mean, and just help make better. I mean, someone that's not gonna be stubborn.
No, the craziest thing is that the guy that you just explained to me in my head is exactly who All In has been saying all day long right now. Jaden Daniels. A guy that's quick on his feet, that's able to make throws off platform, that can extend
And can throw a fucking bomb.
and can throw and can get vertical. So that's where I was like, whoa, she really just hit the nail on the head. And I think she's talking Jaden Daniels all day long on that. I'd be like, Caleb Williams has a great ability to extend the play, but he's just not fast. He's not.
And he can throw a bomb.
And he can throw a bomb. But he's a guy that can extend the play as well. But I think his just mental ability is what we're all questioning from what we saw this year. But again, you got a Kingsbury in there. I think he's coached him before, right?
He's at USC right now.
Yeah.
He's not the OC, but because obviously that's Lincoln Riley. But he's the quarterback and something else coach at USC currently.
I was going to say something, but I don't say it because it doesn't sound right. But the second thing, like, Cliff is nice to look at.
All right.
Okay. Well, hey, we all know that our Raiderettes also need nice stuff to look at.
Right. Hey, and my other thing with Jaden too, man, is like he's been around AP, right? Obviously at Arizona State, so he understands like AP and the culture and stuff like that. I mean, he's already got mad respect for AP. I mean, hell, he shouted the guy out at his Heisman acceptance speech.
Bro, he was in the locker room after the
Right. He was in Denver, or he was at the Denver game in the locker room.
So I'll be like, the guy got mad respect. That I think, like you said, we're really looking at him really seriously, and man, we'll look at that, and we hope that we.
And that tells you what AP thinks about him too.
Oh yeah, he thinks really highly of him.
Yeah. So you don't bring a guy into the locker room that you don't think highly of.
No, I agree. All right, guys, let's move into this draft simulator here, so that way we can wrap up the show. Hold on here.
Hey, and by the way, the best part of the show is my phone's at 98% still. Boy,
Hell,
Wow.
it's my new phone.
Wow.
I figured out my charge port was all jacked up, but I got it handled.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
Wireless no more. Let's go.
Tony. So
Let's
proud
go.
of you. I was wondering. I was like, man, he's
I know,
taking
right?
time.
I'm all the way
Right.
through.
He
I
ain't
was
cooking
like-
dinner and his phone is working.
Oh, my phone's
Yeah.
gonna die.
This is
I know. I
officially
haven't sent that message yet.
this is Tony's official first full show.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go as the Raiders. Select one. Let's draft here.
I really need to get a tablet so I can see better on these
Well,
things.
wait, yeah, I'm trying to see what the hell you're doing here.
Okay,
I was able to zoom in.
guys. So I'm here doing the draft simulator. Okay, right now, hey, we're gonna try to go do each one of your draft picks. What would you do? Do you want to trade up? Do you want to stay? Kind of thing. And who do you pick? All right. And we'll see if the draft simulator likes the draft and accepts accepts your pick and stuff. So, hey, all in, we're going to start with you. If you had the 13th pick, you're Mark Davis right now. What do you want to do? You want to move
Kelly.
up? Or you're Chad Kelly. Yeah. You're Chad Kelly. Or Champ Kelly. And then you get your pick, right? You're the 13th pick right now. What do you want?
I'm gonna call Chicago and Washington and see who wants to make a deal.
Okay, so let's say you're calling Chicago. You want to call Chicago right now?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's see here. We're going to propose a trade with.
Because I don't think Caleb or Jaden fall past 1 and 2 if nobody makes a move.
All right, so
and I think Drake May goes to the Patriots. So the top 3 quarterbacks are off the board in the top 3 picks.
All right. So,
and if you believe that's your guy.
Okay, you're saying we're trading for the current number 1 pick, right?
Yeah.
What are you offering?
Obviously, the 13.
Okay.
Next year's first.
Okay.
And you probably got to give up that 44.
Okay. Is that it?
Run it.
Yeah, I'd run it. I'd say you probably got to swap like 3rd-round picks next year, but I'd run it. Let's see if they accept it.
All right, we're going to propose it.
Too bad you can't add like current players to that deal.
Right? Oh.
Damn, bro.
Caleb. They're taking Caleb. Hey, Renfro would have got that deal done.
Oh, all right. Hey, you know what, though?
Rock Packers. Okay, and you take it tight end.
Packers taken by Washington.
Wow, that fucking reach.
Oh, yeah, that's a bullshit mock draft.
Hey, it's a mock draft. That's what's the fun in it. All right. Hey, do you trade up to 3?
I don't think New England makes a deal there. You got to offer the fucking world. I'd try it though.
Okay,
but
so
I think
what
I'd let New England pick, and I would call Arizona.
Okay, so we're gonna call Arizona. NFC. Where is Arizona? There they are. What are you going to offer for that 4th pick?
The same trade.
Yeah, you're probably going to have to offer the same trade.
First, second, first next year.
Yeah.
And that's probably still not even going to be enough.
Oh, your trade has been accepted.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right.
Moved up to number 4. We gave
so
up
who,
a first, a second.
Who got number 3 then?
Hey, that's the Patriots. All right, so we're going to resume the draft. We're going to resume the draft. They draft Drake May.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. You take Jaden Daniels.
Jaden, baby.
And the Raiders have selected quarterback out of LSU, number 5, Jaden Daniels. All right, baby. So,
wow. Chargers get Marvin Harrison Jr. Wow, okay. That's
right.
Good pickup.
Yeah, Tennessee gets Joe Alt. And at the 13th pick, Omayu Fashono. All right.
That's the offensive guy.
Yeah, which is rumored what they are to do in this draft.
Yep.
Go offense, right? They're going to go heavy offense in this draft.
At least offensive line for sure.
But you know what? I'm going to give props to our boy. He got his man in the 1st round, gave up a 1st, a 2nd, and a 1st-round pick for next year. That ain't
that's
bad.
less than what the Panthers gave up last year to get to 1.
So what is it if you do it? So what is it if you stay at number 13? What does it fall to? What do you think?
I don't know. That's the thing with this draft.
Now we'll never know.
But
now we go. And now we're going to go with Tony B. Tony B.
Well, that's not cool.
Let's see it here. Let's draft.
What up? What up?
You're going to be the GM right now?
Now, here I go. I'm
We're
here.
gonna take another quarterback, Tony.
Restart.
We're guaranteed to get it right.
All right, here we go.
Hold on here. I'll try to get this thing to work. Wait, I got to select Raiders.
Raiders, bitch.
But what really sucks is my trade would be exactly what All In did. So,
Oh, look at that mark fucking there.
Ooh. So you're going to trade to number 4?
I probably would have traded to 3 or 4.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
But
if I can.
it probably would have took exactly what he would have done to get it. So,
Let's see. Oh, man, this thing's freaking wigging out. All right, so proposed trade.
Because y'all know the Chargers ain't going to fuck with us.
Oh, no. Oh, this thing's messing up. So, hold on. Let me refresh this, guys.
Arizona accepts the trade. Who you taking, Tony?
You already know who he's taking.
hey, who went 1, 2, 3 again?
In that
Okay.
mock, it was Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's see what they do now. He started it over.
Okay, so, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, first round. Do you want to trade with anybody right now? Who are you looking to trade with?
Try to go to the 3rd pick.
Okay.
Trade our first.
Okay. First pick of the draft was Caleb Williams at a USC.
Okay, trade our first. Trade next year's first.
Oh, you're moving up to number 2?
No number. Did I get the 3rd?
No, this is the second. This is the second pick. Do you want to trade with Washington, or do you want me to let them draft?
Trade with Washington.
What are you offering?
Trade our first this year, next year, and you said, can we put players in there?
No, just picks.
No, it doesn't let you.
That's shit. Because Renfro would have been gone. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
You said first, second.
He said next year's first, swap picks, and a second.
And then
right?
that what was it? The 40-something pick that you said all in?
Yeah, that's our second pick.
Yeah, let's do that one too and see what we get.
So you want to give up the first, the second, and the first for next year, correct?
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Mm.
Okay, and you want their second pick? I'm gonna propose that. Oh, they declined it.
Fuck them.
So they hey.
That was good. No,
Raiders, bitch.
you ain't lying.
So Washington took Marvin Harrison Jr. in this mock. Now you could try to trade with New England.
Yeah, same trade to New England. See what they say.
Okay, proposed trade to New England. Let's see here. Their third for the 13th, the 44th, and the first. Oh, and Tony has moved up to the 3rd pick in the draft, and let's go back to the sim. And who are you drafting, Tony? You got Drake May. You got Joe Alt. You got
who?
Joe Alt, left tackle out of Notre Dame.
They say he might be a plug-and-play guy right off the get-go.
Yep.
But you know what I say? I say Jaden Daniels all day.
Oh, man, and here we go. Wow, and you know what? According to this thing, he's like the 8th best player on there. All right.
Yeah, I don't like the simulator.
Hey.
Damn, look, it's got Arizona taking Drake May.
Yep. Wow. All right, hey. Now I'm going to restart this one. Hey, let's go with Matty B. You're the GM. What do you want to do, Matty B? Matt.
He's
Is he muted?
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah, I was muted. Sorry, my bad. Hit the wrong button. Yeah.
You've been.
Oh, shit.
You just need more time to strategize.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead because I'm going to say we can't trade up to where we want to get. So let's just see what happens when we fall to us at 13.
Hey, I'm gonna do the same thing. So go ahead.
Pussies.
Boom, boom, boom. I just don't feel.
Now you're mad.
I want to see. I want to see what's available.
Jaden goes to the Falcons at 8.
Oh wait. Hey, you have some trade offers because you were patient. Okay. Seattle's gonna offer you the 16th pick.
Now, before you go on, let me see who's all been accepted here. My phone's kind of small. Sorry. Look, you got to get up real close.
Okay, so
But go back to number 1.
Caleb Williams is number 1.
Okay.
Drake May is already off the board at number 2. Malik Neighbors, receiver out of LSU, is number 3. Fashanu is already off the board. He's the left tackle out of Penn State. He's going to Arizona. Marvin Harrison is going to the Chargers. Another wide receiver, Rome Adunzie,
that's a
gone.
Washington dude.
Yep, he's going down. He's gone to New York. Joe
Legit.
Alt is already drafted. Atlanta drafts Jaden Daniels. Brock Bowers, the tight end out of Georgia. Keon Colvin. Kool-Aid McKinstry, which I thought, dude, that has to be the most badass name in the draft.
Right.
And he's got a sponsorship right out the gate.
Yeah.
For sure.
With Coke.
He's got to bust through the wall.
Yo, so.
Man. So
you got,
and then we got
the Penix.
Yeah,
Knicks.
I was going to say, so who do we? So I'm just saying, so we don't have. So
who's the best player on the board, Will?
That's what I'm trying to see. Best player on the board at the time.
Best player on the board is cornerback Terrion Arnold out of Alabama. Then you got Leita Latu, when he's a beast out of UCLA.
That defensive tackle is a beast too out of Illinois.
Yeah, that Zihan Newton guy, he's a beast out of Illinois. You got offensive tackle out of Alabama, Latham, and
we're gonna go. Hey, we're gonna take that defensive tackle, that one you just talked about.
Okay,
I like it out of Illinois.
Before you do that, you have 2 trade offers. Okay,
2, damn.
Oh, damn. Okay, 2. Okay.
Seattle's offering you the 16th pick.
Okay.
Plus 2025 second rounder. And a 2025 7th rounder. Okay. Now, what the Colts are offering is they're going to offer you the 15th pick in the same round, and they're going to switch you draft picks.
Your second and third.
Yeah, your third round is going to move from almost up to a second rounder. Your second rounder will move up to the 46th pick.
That would be a second rounder at 46.
Yeah.
Give me that trade. Actually, you know what? Give me that trade right there. I'm gonna, I'm not getting at that next pick on 15. Yeah. Give me that defensive tackle if he's still there.
All right. So hold on. So we're gonna click accept.
Okay.
Okay, we accepted. Holy cow! Hold on. You have 2 serious. Yeah, they took Latu, the edge rusher, and Latham. They took an offensive tackle. Now,
so you still get your defensive tackle.
You still got your defensive tackle, but now you got another trade offer, okay? You have 2 of them. The Lions are offering you for the 15th pick. They're offering you the 30th, the 62nd, the 73rd, and 2025's third round pick.
Hey, they're coming to get that D tackle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Arizona's offering
that corner.
Dude, Arizona's offering you the 27th pick and the 35th pick in the draft for the number 15. What do you do?
And you still got the 44th and the 46th pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stay with my pick there, and I'm going to take that defensive tackle right there.
Oh, okay. So
I like it.
he gets
It's a game
6'2",
changer.
290, Zion Newton, who's coming off a career best campaign that saw him earn 61 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks, 3 pass deflections, fumble recoveries, 6'2", 295, versatile pass rusher inside that can use burst, ankle flexion, active surgical hands to work. Bro, you got a beast at 15. Boom. Done deal. And shoot, that's a wrap for this first round. All right, Val. Are you still with us, Val?
Man, I'd like to go to the second round and see what
Yeah.
quarterback.
I know. I'm kind of like, that's what I'm like
Can
waiting
we
on.
do
Like,
one more round on that one?
Oh no, I that's the final results. I've already. So with Val, we'll go 2 rounds with Val, because Val's special like that. She'll get 2 rounds. Let's see here. All right, we'll go 2 rounds for this one, and I'll do 2 rounds for the last one. All right, Val, what are we doing? Are we staying? Are we moving up? What are we doing, Val?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
Hey,
She said
Val
Jaden
said-
Daniels.
Val said gamble it, and
so we're gonna gamble.
Stay.
Hey, so we'll
Okay,
gamble.
hold on.
So what are you gonna do? Flip a coin.
Alan, what's the first move we're gonna make?
I threw mine out.
we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay. We're gonna stay
Okay,
again.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
so do we stay? Do we stay? Do we have some fun and see what happens if we
Yeah,
stay and we go to the second round?
Hey,
let's have
yeah,
let's have some
do it.
All right. So let's see. Boom. Marvin Harrison, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Joe Alt, Onumi Fash. Hey, it's breaking down the same way it kind of broke down last time. Okay. Hey, we got the 13th pick.
Okay, all right.
The Lions are offering us the 30th, the 62nd, the 73rd, and the 93rd pick for the 13th.
Damn, dude, that's not a bad fucking haul right there.
That's a pretty good haul. So you get their first, their second,
And damn near another.
Their second, their third. Yeah.
their
That
first,
really
their second, their third, and their fourth.
Yep.
What's the other offer?
Damn, the
Yeah.
Lions really want somebody, huh?
The Lions, and then the other offers from the Texans. You get their first, their second, and you get next year's second.
I'm not giving them a first and a fourth for that. That'd be crazy.
All right. So what are we doing here, guys? Are we drafting or are we?
What do you think, Val? Are you drafting or are you trading, Val? Do you know what you could do with all those picks, Val? Or no?
You can get a lot of kickers with those picks.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of special teams.
A lot of special teams.
Hell
What
yeah.
are we doing? What are we doing, Val?
Tony, what are we doing?
All right. So she says, Tony, what are we doing?
He says,
Tony.
I'm taking that pick. I'm taking that trade right there. The one that you got on
Okay.
the screen right now.
So we take the
With
Lions.
D-Town.
All right. Boom. With Detroit, we move back.
Oh man, who do they
Who
pick?
they pick?
I bet it's that D tackle.
A corner. They picked
Oh, they
a
picked
corner.
up the corner. Kool-Aid.
They get Kool-Aid.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, that is a cool name.
Jacksonville takes him. Damn, they're gonna be a fucking stout defense if they get him.
Oh, and the Cardinals took J.J. McCarthy at 27.
All right, we got 3 trade offers here, guys. We got the 76, 78, and a second and a third for our first, and it looks like probably 7th rounder or 6th rounder. Or we
Yeah.
got a second and a third for our first round pick.
Hell no.
What's the other?
The other one gives us a 3rd rounder, 2 3rd rounders, a 2nd rounder next year, and a 3rd rounder. So basically, you get three threes.
3 third rounds.
Okay, so
Yeah, a
close
second.
to
Who's the best player on the board? That's your
wait.
next question, Val.
Chicago,
there's 3 offers. Hold on.
No,
and then
I'm
Chicago,
on the board.
Chicago offers you 2 twos.
And they're offering you Carolina's second-round pick next year.
Yep.
And they suck.
Yeah, that's going to be a high second-round pick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Val, what do we do? Who are you going to call on to make the decision?
Go back.
And I can tell you what players are left as well. Hold on. The players that
That's
are
who
left.
I
You got Michael Penix still in the second round.
Bo Nix.
Quarterback. You got, quarterback-wise.
That offensive guard's really good too, man. He's like one of the top guards.
Troy Fotano.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you still got a lot of really good players out on the board. Top player on the board is going to be Tony Fotano, who's a tackle. Then you got Michael Penix, who's a quarterback. A corner,
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
And Bo Nix, yeah. So, what are your thoughts here, Val? What do you want to do?
Can you pull up the offers again?
Trade offer. We move back to the 76th pick. We get the 76th, 78th, and then next year's second round and next year's third round pick from the Seahawks. Okay. You get this year's second round pick from the Green Bay. It looks like 2 second round picks from Green Bay. You get this year's second round pick from Chicago and next year's second round pick that they have from Carolina. But you trade your first round pick and I don't know, I think that's like a 6th round.
Let's do that.
So who do you want to trade with? Chicago?
That one. Yeah.
You want to trade with Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we accept that trade offer.
Who does Chicago pick? Bo Nix.
Okay, now
The
we're in the
Niners
second
took
round.
that guard.
We are going down. We are deep in the second round. Oh, okay.
Oh man, it's gonna fall right to us. This is it. Keep this pick right here.
Michael Penix is still
This is
on
where
board.
you pick up Michael Penix right here. This is where you get him. You done?
I mean, man, and you got draft accumulation, and you're still able to pick up a quarterback. So best offensive play, and the quarterbacks that are left now you're basically going from Michael Penix, and then the drop off is really big. You go to Michael Pratt, Spencer Rattler, Jordan Travis, Sam Hartman, Joe Milton, Jason Bean. I mean, most of these guys are kind of no-name.
Undraftable.
Yeah. So
No, I don't say that about Spencer Rattler, man.
I knew someone was going to say something about that, dude.
What do you want to do, Val? Do you draft your quarterback here?
Yeah, fuck KC. I don't want to give them what they want.
Okay. So, bam. She drafts her quarterback. We got Michael Penix. Now we have another pick, guys. We have another pick. Okay, we're at 44. The Broncos just offered us the 81st pick, their second rounder next year, their third rounder the year after that, or the
Damn, they really want somebody.
And the 2025 6th round pick that they had from Philadelphia. What do you want to do?
Joe.
What
Raider,
would
bitch!
Bill do?
Who's the best available player?
Best available player is defensive tackle Leonard Taylor. Let me give you guys a little 411. Since breaking out as a true freshman in 2021, Leonard Taylor III has 5 sacks, 19 tackles for loss to his name, along with an interception as a bonus. Alongside Hakeem Misador and Branson Dean in 2023, he's the only due for more. Okay, a former 5-star recruit, Taylor wears 305 pounds, about all well as players can. His athletic frame is 6'3", affords him a great deal of versatility where he aligns, which he can use to his advantage. So, I mean, like, you get a big defensive tackle that looks like he's definitely a potential there. I mean, like, you got another wide receiver, you got a corner, an offensive tackle, and you got Kevondre Sweet still available from Texas. I know that you guys know who that is.
That dude's a stud.
Yep. So what do you want to do, Val?
I don't know. Let it ride.
Let it ride. Do you want to pick or do you want to trade?
Pick.
Because you got okay. So who are we picking?
So who are you picking?
Do we go defensive line?
I go defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think we go Keandre Sweat or we go Taylor right here from Florida. What do you guys think?
Who's that?
Man.
Defensive tackle.
Sweat's a
Texas.
stud.
Yeah, I go Sweat.
What do you think, Val? We go with Sweat?
I don't know. Sure.
All right.
Hook 'em horns.
All right, so we get Sweat. And hold on, let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. And it looks like we also get the last pick in this. Oh, we got another pick. Okay. The Saints have offered us the 143rd pick, the 204th pick, and the second round draft pick next year.
No, thank you.
Okay.
By now, I forget who they got playing anyway. So,
okay, so we got almost another pick. Where do you want to go here, Val? You have two defensive tackles. You have
I know we got a tight end, but that tight end for Texas is a stud.
Dude, that's where I'm like, dude, out of all the drafts right now, Val has definitely picked up a ton load of talent for our squad. I mean, like, it's really interesting to see how this one fell. So we got the center, Zach Frazier. We got Edwin Cooper, who's a linebacker. We have Enos Raxbaugh Jr., who's a corner. You got McKinley Jackson, who's a defensive tackle. You got Cedric Gray, a linebacker. You got Malachi Corley, who is a
Hey, give me some info on that center you were just talking about. Let me see what. Is he the only center coming off the board? Yeah, is he the only center coming off the board right now?
I think so. He's the highest ranked center left. Says he's 6'2", 310. Zach Frazier is one of the strongest interior linemen in the country. He may not excel in space as an athletic player who is skilled at making landmark moves on the second level of defense, but he effectively handles players in front of him, whether in the running game or in the pass block game. With the NFL seeing freakishly athletic defensive tackles entering the league, having a strong man who can anchor in place and require little help is valuable. That says Frazier has good awareness and is a solid help blocker. His athleticism will limit which schemes he fits, but he's rock solid with technique and has enough movement and ability to be an NFL starter.
Yeah, I almost like that. They almost beat a center.
What do you think, Val? Do we go with the center? Or you want to go tight end?
No, we can go center.
Okay, so we go center. Guys, so Val in 2 rounds has picked up a quarterback in Michael Penix, has picked up another pass rusher, interior defensive tackle with Keandre Sweat, and then picked this up at center with Zach Frazier.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
I really like it. I mean, like, that's
You're dressing everything.
Yep. I mean, like, she picked up offensive line, defensive line, and a QB, all in the first 2 rounds as our GM. All right, guys. So I'm gonna do this last one, and we'll all do it together.
No, this is yours, man. We all made ours.
All right, bro.
We kind of
So
did
I'm
together. So
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna let it ride to 13. All right. We're gonna see who lands at 13 again, and see what happens. Drake May.
That's funny. That number one has switched so many times between Caleb and Marlon.
But I haven't seen Jaden Daniels go in the top 10 yet, bro.
Yeah, he just went to New York.
He's always going right at the very.
He's been going to 8 to the Falcons.
Yep. And I'm getting no freaking calls.
It's really hard to see. I can't be like, all I see is like little bitty tiny word to catch a name here and there.
Damn, you got some players on the board, man.
I got players on the board, but I got no trade partners, so I can't trade back. So I know that I'm at 13. If I'm at 13 and I know that I can't trade back and I can't pick anybody else, I need to get my quarterback. Okay.
Really? Yeah, really? I don't know, bro, because you could probably get Penix in the second round.
All right.
So yeah, but do you believe Penix is your guy?
I'm just saying.
So I don't believe he's my guy, but I'm going to take this risk right here, okay? Instead of going interior defensive lineman, I'm going to try to hit on finding another outside pass rusher. Okay? Crazy, right? Because we got Malcolm Kuntz, we got Tyree Wilson, and now, Duke, bro, I'm gonna see about Duke Latu, a highly productive, versatile pass rusher who can be effective as a pure edge and as a delayed blitzer. Okay? I'm going to go with that. I'm going to pick Latu. Okay? And I'm going to let it ride. Let's see what happens in the second round. Bum, 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 bum. Man, I'm really hoping I can keep a freaking quarterback at this stage.
You got a lot of picks to go till you pick again. Oh, McCarthy goes to the Bucks. Bo Nix goes to the Cardinals.
I think I lost the QB. I think I don't have a QB now.
Yeah.
Now
Penix is off the board.
Yeah, Penix is off the board, I think.
Oh, I shouldn't have listened. I shouldn't have listened. Look at this now. I got Michael Pratt.
You can't for listening to Mayock.
Yeah.
Matt Mayock.
Hey, now we know who the Raiders should not call for a draft pick. So we rejected.
Whatever. He let mine ride out first time, bro. Would have been a way different story.
So, all right. Now that I know I can't draft a QB, okay? Because now I'm limited. Now I feel like, oh, you know what? I have to look at who the best offensive lineman is left on the board. And I have to, like, either go with – I'll be like, oh, man, even the offensive linemen are not even that highly rated. If you look at it, I'm drafting 44. The highest ranked dude is 43. And I mean, like, that's a tackle. So, the tackle for the nation.
Oh, he's athletic.
Yeah, I have to look at that. And I'm either going with Van.
Oh, did that say he had an ACL issue? Yep.
Oh, I don't like that.
He would have been a first-round pick if he didn't tear his ACL.
No, let's see here. Contended with Joe Tipman. Oh, I don't know. No, I might take the chance with the guy with the bad ACL at this point.
Right.
I mean, like, so I take the chance at the tackle, and it's a wrap. I mean, like, oh, that's probably I had. I'm gonna say that was the most disappointing one because we cannot cover.
We have to have a quarterback in this draft.
Yeah, And honestly, the draft that I liked the most was Val's. You know,
It was a team.
Go ahead. What was that, Val?
I said it was a team effort.
No. But I mean, like your draft definitely covered the most spots. I feel like All In covered the quarterback position, and so did Tony. Okay, so we covered that big hole. But in your draft, you were able to cover a quarterback. You were able to cover an offensive lineman that I think we really need, which is the center, and you were able to cover our defensive line, which is another thing that we really need. So I think that one was definitely the most interesting. The one that I saw that we were that I was amazed that they actually took was All In and Tony Bova's that they went 1, 2, and then just took a 1. But man, guys,
Said, thank you.
Yeah, right. And that's pretty much how it is. I mean, like when they're doing the draft board, you know, you never know what you're going to get. You never know what's going to fall to you. But guys, if you guys are listening to us this far, please click like, subscribe, hit us up on the socials. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever any social media thing is at. Hit us up. You got my girl Val. She's ready.
Hey, are we doing our pick'em?
Yes. Hold on. We got our girl Val, Raider at 91. You know, we got our boy All In Raider on Instagram. You got your boy Tony Bova, the Black Hole Spokane. You got your boy Matty B at Matt Morris 2377. And then you got B at Dubs GJ. So hit us up. Let us know what you guys think. And now we're going to go into this week's pick'em, guys. So, hey, this is the way we wrap up the show. Let me pull this up real quick.
How'd everybody do last week?
I went 4-2 last week.
Same.
I did.
I would have been the same.
I would have been.
But I don't ever make it that far on the show.
I was just more excited to be like, hey, man, you guys were giving me all kinds of shit last week on the Green Bay game. And what's up?
No, I was giving you more shit over your previous week.
No.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, we got the Pick'em challenge, right? So let me share that screen right now. All right, guys. First game we got. Okay, everybody's gonna pick. Hey, I got Texans and Ravens. Val, who do you got?
That's a game.
I'm gonna go for the Ravens.
All right, I got you, girl. Hey, All In?
Baltimore.
Batty B?
Fuck, man. I really want to
rode with them last week.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna ride with them again because they fucking proved everybody wrong last week. Let's do it again. Give me Texans.
Hey, here we go.
I like it.
First,
I
like it.
Yep. Hey, Tony B.
Ravens.
Hey, man, it's kind of odd having you on the show this late, Tony B.
I know, it's past my bedtime.
I know, like, oh shit, Tony's still here.
Mad and I just shut my lights off and go to sleep.
Yeah. All right. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. I've heard a lot of rumors on this game, and I'm gonna take the Texans in an upset with CJ Stroud showing why everybody wanted to trade up for him. All right. So, we got Packers, Niners. Hey, let's start with Matty B.
Fuck, man. I rode with the Packers last week, but I don't see them beating the Niners, man. Give me the Niners on this game.
Val?
Sorry, Pat.
Niners.
All In?
Yep, same. Briscoe.
Tony B?
Go, Pat, go.
Yay! All right.
Hey, I will not be
upset this weekend.
I'm not gonna be mad
about that.
I will not be mad if they win. Matter of fact, I'll probably be upset because I didn't pick them.
Right?
Probably.
I'm gonna go like this, man. I'm sorry, bro, but it's the end of the road for them cheeseheads. They about to get rated or graded in San Francisco, bro. It's gonna get ugly.
And Frisco's had their number in the playoffs for years.
Yep, no doubt. Let's go Bucks Lions. Let's start with all in.
Ooh, that's a game, but I think Detroit pulls it off.
Mm-hmm.
That's a game, though. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I would have to agree with him.
Okay, so you got Lions too. All right, hey, let's go Tony B.
Lions.
Let's go Matty B.
Since I got Lions winning the Super Bowl.
Ooh, what? Damn.
You got them getting past Frisco next week?
I got Frisco losing to Green Bay.
Oh, that's right.
Wow. Okay. Hey, Matty B, who do you got?
Hey, hear me out on this. Okay, they're riding high off of that last win right now. And I think they're going to come in thinking that they got it. And I think Tampa Bay actually steps up, man. I think Tampa takes this one. I think next year the Lions have got the better shot.
Tampa's riding high, too.
Yep. I think Tampa takes it. I think it's going to end up being Tampa and San Francisco in the NFC Championship.
Okay. I can see that. Here, let me tell you who I got. Hold on, guys.
Raiders, bitch!
Oh, I forgot. We're on the couch. Hey, so I'll take.
Hey, with Dallas though.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey, I'm gonna take the Lions because, bro, I just feel like they got it right now. They just riding so much juice. So I'm gonna take that.
They're biting kneecaps, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, so last game right now, we got Chiefs and Bills, and I'm going to start with Tony B.
Bills.
Matty B.
Give me the Bills on that one.
Val.
But KC. Fuck
your team!
So you got Bills?
Yeah, I would be more energetic, but I'm like dying over here.
It's late out here in Tejas.
I know 4 o'clock comes real early in the morning.
No, hey, no doubt.
Hey, I think Buffalo's got a point to prove. I think they're going to be they feel a little disrespected after the way Patty treated them after that game a few weeks back. I think Buffalo gets it.
Yeah. How do you spell fuck? FUKC.
Fuck your team.
Hey, if KC loses, that's it, man. My fucking football season is made.
Oh, so is mine. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna take the Bills in that sweep right there, baby. And hey, guys, I appreciate your guys' time. We're getting down to the end of the show. Please click like, subscribe, share, hit us up on all the socials. Like we said, hey, we got Raider 91. That's Val on Instagram. We got Matt Morris. All right, so Matt Morris 2377. That's Matty B on Instagram. You got Tony B, the Black Hole Spokane. You got All In, who's Raider All In on Instagram. And like I said, hey, you got Raider Wil, Dubs DJ. Hit us up, guys. We want to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. Much love and respect. And hey, at the end of the day, it's all about one team, one nation. It's all about the Raiders. Let's go, baby.